So usually for me when I'm working with my clients, like I said, I assess them. The initial session is really we do nothing. I talk to that person, I kind of get into their life, right? Know them on a deeper level, understand why they're actually coming to the gym. Because you might think, yeah, I'm going to the gym to lose weight, but when you talk to them, you understand they have actual goals that are deeper than just losing weight, right? So you find your motivation, your true motivation to go into the gym. And if you find that and identify that, there's no way you're going to give up easily. Because now you talk to this person, you kind of realize that they have a bigger thing to achieve than what they anticipated. So you create a training program around what they're trying to do, right? So we can start with the smaller ones. I tell you, okay, we're going to get on a 12-week training program. It's going to be periodized block after block after block. So the first block we're going to work on this, second block we're going to work on that, and then like by the time the 12 weeks are done, we're possibly going to have hit your goals. If we haven't, we'll still have to adjust that, because after 6 weeks, you're going to go back to that assessment, right? And kind of check our progress. Where are we headed? This holds you accountable as someone trying to train. It does hold you accountable. And it also kind of has you look at your progress along the way, right? So I started out doing 5 push-ups. Now after 6 weeks, I'm doing 10. This is a big achievement. Maybe after now, another 6 weeks, I'm doing 20 push-ups, right? It's same with strength. You're building a house from the ground, right? But if you came to the gym and your trainer told you, let's go for 30 push-ups, without ever doing 30 push-ups, it's a very big mountain to climb, right? So you do 30 push-ups, you can't
so
you tell yourself this is really hard, right? Because you started out sprinting rather than like small steps. It's small steps that go a long way. And people kind of don't understand this concept, really. And I think it's the whole thing that gyms or people training other people should advocate for, building the house from the ground up, rather than like starting in the middle. You can't start the house midway, right?
Exactly.
You have to start from, you lay a good foundation for it, right? This is why, because the way I work with my training programs is I lay a good foundation. Because and you clearly see where we are headed, right? So we start out saying, okay, we're going to squat, right? In our training program, there's a day where we do squats, right? So I'm not going to start with squatting with a bar and weights on your back. At first, we have to first lay a good foundation for a squat, right? Look at how you do your squat, how you move. There are conversations with that. Are you squatting with your knees curving in? Is your back falling forward? These things, we teach these things without ever even giving you load, right? So we are sure that now you can squat properly, okay? So can you squat like that? Now maybe you're going to introduce a goblet squat, having you hold the weight here, then you squat, because now I'm sure that now you can do a squat properly. So maybe after like 6 weeks, I can introduce putting a bar on your back and squatting with just the bar, no weights, right? To kind of see how you're good at performing that back squat. Then we progress that over time. Maybe after like 3 months, 4 months, now you can squat with 10 kilos, right? Rather than just going first day in the gym, boom, slam the bar on your back, put weight, start to squat. So I think this is why people start and then fall out short, because they just start with really short-term goals without having like a clear path of where they are headed. So this is why it's important to work with professionals. They are going to assess you, talk to you, understand your goals, then create a training program around your goals. It's not the same for everyone, really. It's not, because when you assess different people, each and every person is going to come out different, right? And each and their training program is going to be unique to them. It's going to be unique because they have different physical qualities, right? It's not one size fits all. So we can have this. We can have similar exercises in a training program, but the way it is structured is going to be very personal, to personal level.
AIMCI Radio for African Voices.